Today is International Women's Day. It's the 102nd anniversary, in fact. And we chose this day for the launch of this event. There are over 1,000 events around the world, at least posted on the website of those who announced their events, ranging from one each in Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia to over 380 in the UK, which has the largest number. Everything from art to business entrepreneurship to pregnancy education. There's also a lot of activity up in New York City as the annual session of the Commission on the Status of Women at the United Nations focuses on violence against women. And we have friends who testified there this week, and others who are actively advancing the dignity of women and girls who could not be with us today because they are out on the front lines. Her Dignity Network is inspired by concern for the ways that women and girls are discriminated against and outright abused around the world simply because they are female. So we are bringing attention to some kinds of abuse or violence that are overlooked or ignored, as well as other kinds of discrimination. So in all the side events at the UN this week and next, at least what was there a few days ago, there was one that addresses women with disabilities. You'll be hearing about that. There was one on religious perspectives from the Holy See, and everybody would say, well, that's to be expected. There was none on the violence of gendercide before birth. There is something missing here. The entire lifespan and all women and girls. You know, there's one other thing that only seems to be missing from our program today, and that's men. But they are not missing. The dignity of women and girls is not an issue for women and girls only. It's about human dignity, the dignity of everyone. Women don't have the corner on caring about these issues. We just happen to be the more visible spokespeople. As we were looking for our speakers for today, we found that there is a greater concentration of women in research in these areas, in the professions in these areas, and in the projects affecting women and girls. Excuse me. So often, men are behind the scenes. Imagine that, in a supporting role. Sometimes they are out in front, and I think of Bill Hybels, senior pastor of Willow Creek Church, and his interview with Nicholas Kristof, another man and co-author of Half the Sky. And I think of Nicholas Eberstadt and Michael New, who are researchers examining the impacts of policies and practices such as sex-selective abortion. All men who care about the dignity of their mothers, their sisters, their wives, daughters, nieces, friends are welcome.